And I think the most important distinction that makes the biggest difference, especially for folks like myself who aren't, naturally uh, good designers, is pick templates that actually, serve your purposes. So this is a simple template on a card, but that actually does a lot of heavy lifting for us, right? I mean, targeting authors and therapists and folks like that who are looking for simple alternatives to things like Linktree, etc. Like the more complicated sites that I have, the less likely I am to use them. So here's another one. Again, as some of you know who I've talked to even earlier today, I really recommend a template like this, even though it's very, very minimalistic and it doesn't really seem to do much. This is a great sort of page that you can sell to clients very, very quickly. An online, newsletter opt-in page that's like very highly focused. It's pretty, it's simple, it's not complicated, and you can do literally 20 of these an hour if you wanted, if you had that sort of volume of, either enthusiasm or, clients, right? Um, all of these sorts of sites to me are much better than the, much more convoluted, complicated sorts of sites that many of us think we ought to, be building, right? So the same is true on Framer. So you can see here's our Framer backend, and, the sites that I find most useful or that have the most obvious utility are similar, right? Something like this, which I built yesterday on the 26th of June as, an example of something you could do on Framer in 20 minutes, again, with, affiliate links, product sales. Like this is an e-commerce functionality built into it. Essentially using Lemon Squeezy. There's a component for Framer that's for Lemon Squeezy and for Gumroad. So each, they're separate, but you can sell your products and they pop up in an overlay. You can promote affiliate products like this, right? This is our Circle affiliate link, which again is really, really easy to, incorporate into a single page, Framer design. I'm saying some of this badly, but all of the, the themes that, I'm most interested in for both Framer and for a card are things that have like an immediate utility. I just actually downloaded this earlier today. Again, it's the same thing. It has an immediate, simple utility that has value to potential clients, right? I mean, I don't care. Like, I actually do care. Let me restate that. I would love to be, like a great designer who could build these crazy animations in something like Framer with, really cool colors and all this like really elaborate kind of, aesthetics. But that doesn't really, it doesn't intersect with my skills and talents, and B, it's not really, like it's not viable for me to try to compete with folks who are just natively really, really good at web design. And there's a limited amount of people actually who are really interested in those sorts of like highly complicated, aesthetically appealing, beautiful branded sites. And those generally are not people that I'm targeting as an audience, right? So again, if you're trying to distinguish between these two platforms, Card is very simple. It's much more remedial in some ways, and there are far more limited templates for Card than there are for Framer. Framer is coming out with like new templates every damn day, and some of them are really, really, quite pretty. Let's go back into our dashboard. I'll show you some of the other ones that I've bought or downloaded. Here, let's go into templates. Something like this I really like as well, that I've made some modifications to, as you can see, like for selling courses and services, like a landing page for clients. This is taking a minute to load, which is never helpful when you're doing these live videos. Let's get out of that and let's see if I can pull it up a different way. For some reason, the template section seems to load more slowly. I mean, here's another. Oh, these are all templates actually. Let's go back to the dashboard. Here, this I really like for both our own courses. So you can see this here, right? Really, really pretty. You have to forget about the wake up bitches. Your true nature awaits. This is clearly the kinds of placeholders I come up with at 3 o'clock in the morning after far too much wine, apparently. All right. But, this is like a really nice landing page for a course and or a invoice. I mean, ostensibly this is for invoices, and you can actually do this for clients very, very quickly. It has a lot of utility. It looks great, and you really couldn't do something this smooth in Card very, very easily. So again, my recommendation to those of you who are looking at distinguishing between these two platforms, pick themes and templates and um, frameworks that actually appeal to your ideal audience, that have a specific usefulness or utility, and that you can actually sell, and that you can actually sell in a way that is efficient, is enjoyable, and is empirical. I mean, you're not bullshitting people. You're not trying to tell them they need something that they don't, but you're actually giving them something that improves on what they already have. And again, this is ideal for social media landing pages, about me, link tree alternatives, link in bio style alternatives, etc. And the last thing I'll say is what